6. We're looking at the final portion of the whole armor of God. Of course, Paul is in prison. I believe he is in Rome, and as we prepare to go into the book of Philippians, and that'll be our next area of study on Sundays, I would say, for the next maybe 13 weeks. And so you can start reading up on the book of Philippians. Just as Ephesians, Paul is locked up, and so in Rome, the Roman guards' attire is being utilized here as imagery for warfare. So after understanding all that we have gone through in the weeks gone by, just somewhat of a summary in our chart, chapters 1 through chapter 3 looked at the doctrine for the believer's welfare. And then chapters 4 through the end is the duties of the believer. 1 through 3 is the doctrine of the believer. 3 through 6 is the duties of the believer. 1 through 3 is the believer's welfare. 4 through 6 is the believer's walk. And then, of course, this section is the believer's warfare. Chapter 6. You have your chart, and you can just refer to that. It kind of gives you a snapshot of the book of Ephesians as a whole. So let's just jump right in here in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. We've already addressed submission, the idea of submission. He looked at submission in 3 different categories: a submission to the husband and the wife, husband and wife submission, submission children to their parents, and then we looked at bond servants and masters, employees, employer relationships, all which require submission, none of which could be done without the Holy Spirit. And so now we're looking at the conclusion, basically. After understanding all of these things, it says, finally be strong in the Lord. And we, I believe, finished last week right here. Be strong in the Lord in the strength of his might. I think Paul was very intentional in his wording here, because Paul understands, having gone through all that he has gone through, he understands that he is only able to write this letter not in his own strength, but the strength of God. God has preserved him. If you remember in the book of Acts, Paul was very intent on going to Rome. The Spirit had conveyed to Paul that he would make it to Rome no matter what happened, and he would actually make it there to Rome. So now Paul is in prison, and he's writing this letter as an encouragement. He says, now, be strong in the Lord in the strength of his might. Now, who is the his referring to? Right. Not our own strength. We have no strength in and of ourselves. One of the enemy's tactics is to make you think that you can do things on your own. We're living in a time where exaltation of self is normal and acceptable. In fact, psychology has so filtered into the church that there is a complete theology makeovers exalting self-esteem, and you'll see, you can read things and we don't think much of it. It talks about self-love. In fact, I read this today. It talks about self-love is the greatest love of all Now, I get what that's saying, but ultimately, as a believer, Jesus told us in order for us to be his disciple, we have to do what to self? Deny self. Hopefully you see that what the world is pushing is counter to what the Bible is teaching as Christians. We are not to exalt ourselves. We are not to, we can love ourselves, but the problem is we love ourselves too much. And I think, in fact, we love ourselves much more than we love Christ. And so that if Christ is asking us to do something, and then we're unwilling to do it because we don't love him more than we love ourselves. I think it is false Christianity promoted when preachers and teachers are saying that you have to love yourself. Whitney Houston saying, the greatest love of all is the love that's inside of me. As wonderful, make you feel all warm and fuzzy, but the reality is, who is the object of that love inside of you? If it's you, then you are basically sitting on God's throne. Yes, ma'am.
You know, I really feel that sometimes people just don't love themselves. And even in that, I would interpret it to say that if God is in you, then certainly you can love yourself. Because you're loving him first. If he's in your heart, then you're loving God first. Just like a lot of people try to put themselves first. A lot of people don't love themselves. So they're not able to, they don't understand what love is. But with the scripture, he's telling us what love is so that we're able to understand what he's wanting us to do for him. And in turn, we can do it to others and to ourselves.
Amen. Well, I think, first of all, I think in order for us to have a better perception of who we are, we've got to start to look at ourselves the way he looks at us. And he loved us enough to die on the cross. And so when I speak about self-love from a worldly perspective, the world is saying you are to basically, that is the greatest love that you can have, that you should have, is the love that you have for yourself. And I'm saying that is counter to being a disciple of Jesus Christ. So now listen, I love me, but I love me because I understand how much God loves me. And so I am not the object. I am basically just, I guess I'm benefiting from who I am. If we look at chapter 1 in Ephesians, it talks about all of these things. You have been blessed. He blessed us. He chose us. He predestined us. He redeemed us. He made known to us the mystery of his will. He sealed us in chapter 2. And all of the things that he did for us, I have a greater appreciation for me because he did those things for me. And here's the thing. He didn't do those things for me because I deserved them. He did those things only because of his grace. Now I get it. There are people who don't love themselves because they have a flawed view of themselves. Their view of themselves is based on what other people think about them, and their view of themselves is based on what has happened to them. And so they're victims. And so when you see, this is the importance of understanding the scriptures from God's perspective. When you begin to see how much God loves you, you should feel special. Really. It took me years to get to a point where I was able to say, you know what? All that makes me me, I'm cool with it. You know, my ears are a little bit large, but I like my ears. You know why? Because God gave me my ears. I know my teeth were a little bit, they're not, the Hollywood smile, but you know what? I like my smile because God gave me my smile. I'm able to love me because I know God loves me. And that's where it starts with God. It doesn't start with me. The world says it starts with you. God says, no, I love you just the way you are. When you accept who God made you, then you're not really concerned about what other people think. Does that make sense? That's a safe love. The other love leads you into making decisions that's best for you. As a believer in Jesus Christ, our decisions should give Him glory. God is not opposed to blessing us for giving Him glory, but it starts with Him. Even as we go into this battle that we're going to talk about tonight, it's a war. You can't be overly concerned about you when it comes to spiritual warfare. This is why I believe he says, be strong in the Lord in the strength of His might. What's interesting is this idea of being strong, it's a command. And Paul is writing this as a command. A command, it is a middle passive imperative. A passive imperative means that if it was an active imperative, it would mean you be strong. But a passive imperative is the idea of something happening to you. It's almost as if it's saying, allow the Lord to strengthen you or strengthen yourself in the Lord. It's a passive verb. It's what God is doing. It's not actually active. And you're participating, but God is doing the work in you to give you His strength. Does that make sense? And so that's the idea. He says, so put on, be strong in the Lord in the strength of His might. And then verse 11, put on the full armor of God. Who is to put on the full armor? The believer. Absolutely. He's specifically writing this letter to the Ephesian believers. Paul is reminding those believers, those saints, that there is something active that they must do in this whole war. And he starts with, he says that he says, put on the full armor of God. This is what has to happen by the believer. The believer has to put on the full armor of God. When you're saved, this just doesn't come when you're saved. You just get a new suit when you're saved. No, it's you actively putting on the armor of God, understanding that you're in a war. And the moment, we've all been there, the moment that you you fail to put on the full armor of God is when you find that you're living less than a victorious life. For me, it was when I got tired. I found that I was more susceptible to fall morally when I was tired. And so when do you think the enemy is going to be coming at me the hardest? When I'm tired. Did you know the enemy will wait you out? Do you know that? You go around celebrating that you won the small battle, and maybe you should, but you need to give the credit to where the credit deserves to go. You start, patting your chest and thinking that you're above it all. That's when you become vulnerable, and because you're working in the power of your own might as opposed to working in the power of His might. You're working in the flesh. When you operate in the flesh, it's just a matter of time before you fall. That's why you got to be honest with yourself. If you're attracted to someone and you're married, you need to be honest with yourself. Oh, married people don't ever get attracted to people other than their wives or their husbands, right? You know, when I got married young, I think I was maybe 21, 22 years old when I got married. And for whatever reason, I kind of felt like once I get married, the lust thing would be over. That's what I thought. You said, you're naive. Yeah, I was quite naive because I was waiting for the day where it would stop. And it didn't. And it shocked me.